Benson, what were you thinking before they announced the scores? I mean, were you nervous about it?
Right before they announced the scores, I was a little bit. I think I was thinking that I started too slow.
Were you surprised at how good he was?
No, I definitely wasn't surprised at how good Adam was. I know Adam was tough. You know, the big rising star coming out of AKA, the next big hot thing. You know, he did take a couple losses in a row, but he bounced back from that the way you're supposed to. If you want to be a champion, if you want to be the best in the world, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have some setbacks, and how you bounce back from that. And he bounced back great. Come off 2 wins in a row, so and he looked good in those 2 wins. So I think he improved a lot, did what he was supposed to do. So I knew he was gonna be a tough fight. I knew, you know, come from AKA, all the accolades, the big rising star. I knew he was gonna be tough. So I definitely didn't take Adam lightly. I definitely didn't sleep on Adam. I knew he was gonna be a tough fight.
No, he took your back several times in the fight. You obviously got him hanging on you for a while, but then you just let yourself go and you fall back. It's almost like in a relaxed state. Is that like something that you prepare for when you're in that position to just?
Well, in grappling in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you definitely is better served if you are more relaxed. If you know the positions, you know the danger spots. You know, hey, I really can't allow this. I shouldn't let this happen. He shouldn't be on my back in the first place, but he's on your back. What's done is done. How do you answer back from there? How do you reply? Stay calm, relax, or do you freak out and go crazy, put your hands up and then get choked? Or you say relax, stay calm, grab the one hand, don't let go of the one hand. He can't choke you with one hand, so just keep 2 hands on one hand. He can't choke you with one hand. And then just relax and slowly work your way off from there. I didn't bait to him the head and arm, but head and arm happened to be there for him. He took the head and arm. That is the easier position. That's the easier submission to actually escape from. The back is actually harder to escape from unless he makes a mistake, unless he does something. So he went for the head and arm. It gave me the opportunity to get out of there. I got up and out. I was a little bit worked up after that. Tried to go get him.
Is that one of the most pleasing performances from you in recent times? Because in many ways I think you maybe won the fight because everything you did was so clean and so efficient. I mean, you are like that, but you went everywhere that you could go in an MMA fight, you know, in those 15 minutes.
That's a great point. I do love the fact that when you have an MMA fight, you actually do MMA. You don't have an MMA fight where you do just boxing. Or you don't have an MMA fight that you do just Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You don't have an MMA fight that you do just wrestling. I love actually being a part of the fights where you have some good boxing, some good Muay Thai, some good elbows, some good wrestling, some good Jiu-Jitsu. I do love being a part of those fights. Those fights I tend to enjoy. I tend to do pretty well in those fights too. But I do like that. But no, I wouldn't say I was happy with the otherwise performance of it. I think looking back, I just started too slow. Or actually, I think I watched the first round. I think I tried so hard, so much. I focused on not starting slow that I rushed some positions, and that's what allowed him to take my back in the first place in that first round. So it wasn't me starting too slow; it was me trying to overcome starting too slow, and that made the mistake of him slipping to my back, took me down, top of my back, is because I was trying to push the pace and get after it, and not start slow. Like don't start slow, don't start slow, don't start slow. And then getting after it, and then you make mistakes.
But when you got up in that first round, you went after him, and it's almost like you were breaking him at that moment. Do you remember that?
I do remember that, yep. Like I said, I was able to watch just the first round. I saw where he went for the head and arm. I was able to pop up from the head and arm. I got away, and I went after him. I was a little bit mad, and I was a little bit upset. When guys go for submissions, or guys have just when guys are in a better position than you, for me that makes me upset. You can go back as far back as Bocek. Bocek had me in a couple of bad positions. He went for like an arm bar or something like that, and he had me in a bad position, and that tends to oh, you shouldn't even be in that position in the first place. I'm better than that. I should not give up that position, I don't think. So that's what makes me kind of upset, and definitely.
But you know you're a name and a target for everyone who fights you, and that's a privilege in a way, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. I think I am aware. If I just go into a gym anywhere in the country, a jiu-jitsu gym or a boxing gym or a MMA gym, I know everyone in there is trying to beat me up. They're trying to give it to me. But I'm aware of that. I do know, I have that bull on my back, and I'm going to have that on my back for the rest of my life. I can be 60 years old and go into a gym, and then guys will be like, oh, I wonder if Henderson brought his gi. I wonder if he'll roll around with me. Dude, I'm like 60 years old. I'm not gonna roll around with you, sucker. But I'm gonna have that bullet on my back for the rest of my life. So it's actually a challenge right now. I do enjoy. I do appreciate. I like having that challenge. I like having the bullet on my back. It's something I worked hard to get. I worked hard to be the person that, I walk into an MMA gym, I walk into a wrestling gym somewhere, and all these I walked into the high school gym, my boy's practice, his son's practice, went to a wrestling school, and all these high school kids were looking at me like had their licking their chops, like, oh, is Henderson gonna roll around? Is he gonna wrestle a little bit? I was like, boy, get out of here! You guys are too young for me. You beat me up and make me sad. So no, I'm not wrestling.
Want to see more, guys?
I know we typically always ask you how you're going to celebrate, but I know you have big things at the house getting ready to happen for you. Congratulations again on that.
Thank you, man.
Have you talked to the wife? Did she give you any critiques of tonight's performance?
My wife is the most critical person in my entire life. She definitely knows what she's talking about. Is the bad thing too. That's the hard part. She's like, oh yeah, you turn this way when you went this way, and that's how you got on your back. I was like, yeah, you're right. I did do that. That's correct. But yeah, I talked to my wife. I FaceTimed her right away afterwards. I got some good pointers from her on what not to do, what to do. But yeah, she's due next week, so I got about a good 2-3 months of no sleep coming up.
So considering the different skills that both you guys put on display tonight, this is a bit of an instant classic. I mean, you can tell from the fan reaction, it was really one of the highlights of the night. What would you tell Scott Coker as far as encouraging him to give maybe a fight of the night bonus or that sort of a thing?
Scott gives me more than enough money. I'm not going to ask him for any more money. If he wants to slap me a little extra, I'll take it, but I'm not going to ask Scott for any more money. He gives me a lot of money. I will say, though, that is something I'm actually pretty happy about. Not happy with my performance. I think it was not a great performance. I think I got my hand raised. I did just enough to get my hand raised. I'll take it. The guy, kicks me and I break his shin on my kneecap. I'll take the win. It's not normal. It's not usual, but I'll take it any way I can get it. But I am happy that the crowd enjoyed the fight. I am happy that it got people talking. There was a big buzz about how back and forth the fight was, how good of the fight was, yada yada yada. I do like being a part of good fights. I do love being a part of big fights and having people talk about it and having the fans engage and this and that. I love giving all of myself to the fans, and I love having that appreciation back. I don't do this so that no one watches. I don't do this so that no one appreciates it and then watches the fight and be like, oh, yeah, cool. I do this so that I can be like, man, that was a great fight. Oh, that was really, really close. I might have gave it to Adam a little bit, but it was a great fight. Good job, awesome. Yada yada. I like that. I actually do enjoy that. So I'm glad it was a big fight, a good fight, and fans loved it.
And one more quick one. One fighter that has also victory over Adam, who is also coming off a win, is Goiki Yamauchi. And he expressed that he would love to face you next. What are your thoughts on that?
Above my pay grade, as they say. I'll let Scott Coker, Mike Kogan, Rich Chow, those boys set it up. For me, I want they fight next week, 2 weeks from now. Chandler and Pitbull, the winner of that. But if not, whoever. If they want to give me somebody else, no problem. I'll keep. If I beat 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people along the way to getting the belt around my waist, fine by me, no problem. I'll beat the entire roster on my way to getting the belt around my waist. And then I'll get the belt around my waist and then be like, oh, well, who are you going to face now? You're going to beat everybody else. That's your guys' problem. It doesn't matter to me whether I beat him up before I have the belt or after I get the belt. I'm getting the belt. I'm just going to be around my waist, and you guys are all going to be interviewing me talking about that right now.